Hi, I'm Judy Lynn, and this is the Monday Morning Shift. Welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can move into a place of acceptance and peace, which helps ease the grief a bit after you've lost someone you love. We all experience it at some point in our life, because let's face it, passing on, moving beyond the physical, leaving the body is inevitable, right? It's the nature of things. And it's not the one who's left us that we grieve for, it's ourselves. When they first leave us, we miss them terribly. Everything around us seems like a strange movie, and it's hard to fathom how life can continue on as if nothing ever happened, when in fact our whole world just blew up in a way that's beyond description or comprehension. We sort of look around and we feel like saying, "What are you all doing? Don't you know what just happened?" We're sort of in this dazed state and it doesn't even seem real. And it's weird because this is the case even if it's caused by a long-term illness and we expected it in some way. It still hits hard and it sort of kind of blows our mind, and not in a good way. Now, if the person is young or leaves in a tragic manner, like suicide, such as Robin Williams, or by accident or an illness brought on by their own doing, we not only feel that grief from the loss, we're left with an aching to understand the whys of it. Why did it happen to this person? And if they did it to themselves in some way, it can hit us even harder, especially if they didn't share or confide in us as to what was happening and what was going on with them. This video is for those of us who have experienced this type of loss. Because in this type of loss, we're often left feeling helpless and feeling as if there might have been something we could have done to prevent it. God, we can torture ourselves and fall down that rabbit hole into some deep depression on this one if we aren't careful. I know, my younger brother's death was tragic, brought on by his own doing, unfortunately. And with all that I tried to do to help him while he was here, he still ended life here alone, surrounded by beer cans in an abandoned car with pictures of his family around him. Yes, it was tragic, but this is what I've come to know as truth. We are all on our own personal journey in this life. Each one of us has the privilege of discovering our gifts, our talents, and our way in which we enjoy interacting with our world. Some people are influential to us and others are not. When someone reaches out to us and wants to share knowledge, which is what we do when we try to help someone, right? We have to be in the same vibration or alignment of what is being shared, or we don't hear it. We don't get it. It doesn't sink in. It makes no sense to us. So we blow it off for whatever reason that may be. It could be because we have a stubborn belief that's quite the opposite of what we're being told, or maybe we are so deep in our own pain that we can't see or hear past anything that doesn't support or go along with that pain. The point is, even if you knew of their deep pain prior to their leaving this life, they were more than likely in a different vibration than what you would have offered them, and it wouldn't have changed their course. They, for whatever reason, were on a shorter journey than we would have liked them to be. But that isn't our call, is it? So really hearing this message is important to begin your journey of letting go of the emotional turmoil of trying to understand the whys and frantically trying to think of how you could have prevented it. The blame and the guilt that can take over is incredibly overwhelming. I know. This wasn't your doing or your choice. It was theirs. And theirs alone. I'd like to take you through some tapping that might help ease some of the need to understand the whys and the what ifs. So just start with the side of the hand and repeat after me. Even though I desperately want to know why this happened, and I feel so helpless, I should have been able to do something. I honor how I feel and accept myself completely. Even though I have an incredible need to understand why this happened and why they didn't reach out to me, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I can't understand any of this, and I'm feeling intense grief right now. I accept who I am, where I'm at, and love myself anyway. All right, now we're going to go through the tapping points. So start at the eyebrow. This need to understand why. This deep need to understand why. If I understood why, I wouldn't feel so horrible. That's how I feel. If I only would have known why, I could have stopped it. Maybe I didn't show enough support. I should have been better. I should have known something was going on. But I didn't, and I feel so responsible in some way. I wonder if it's possible to see this differently. I doubt it. It feels way too true. But I'm open to the possibility. I'm open to the possibility that even if I had known, they wouldn't have heard me. This was their journey, and not mine. I honor that. I choose to release my need to understand why. It isn't for me to understand. I choose to accept what is. It's the only way in which I can support them in this moment. It's how I choose to support myself. I choose to cut myself some slack for all that I didn't know. It was their choice, and I honor that choice. I honor them and all the pain that they must have felt. I honor their journey as I honor mine. Feeling this loss and releasing all the guilt, the blame, or the need to understand it all. Moving into a place of acceptance. Acceptance of what is. And loving them from where I am right now. Moving into a place of compassion for myself in all of this. I honor my pain, my loss. I give myself full permission to heal. All right. Acceptance is a huge piece in healing after losing someone we love. Give yourself time and be patient. You're learning to live without that important person being here in the physical with you. Keep tapping, keep the faith, and remember, time really does aid in the healing process. Thank you so much for joining me in this very special video today. Please leave a comment if this was helpful to you, or if you have a way to help the healing that you'd like to share. We can all be here for each other. Hey, if you aren't already on the Monday Morning Shift and receiving your free videos, tapping scripts, and tips on how you can create a vibrant life of purpose and wealth, please join us. You can do that at harmoniclivingnow.com, and I'm really looking forward to serving you. Remember, life really is what you make it. So go out there and make it your own.